So just coming to our nice seated posture, however that might be. Maybe you have a block near you, maybe you have a pillow near you, a bolster, something that you can sit on. Maybe you want to sit on it. Lift up through the hips a little bit. Just taking a moment, getting ready for this evening's practice. All about standing and balance. Sort of rooting down through our feet. Maybe you want to start right now with your Ujjayi breath. Sitting up nice and tall on the spine. Maybe pulling the ears back so that they line up over the shoulders, finding a slight and natural tuck in the chin, rather than looking down or pushing the head down. Just finding a nice, easy throat lock. And start to feel what is grounding down into the mat as we come into this seated posture. How much space are you taking up with your legs? Maybe you chose to extend the legs. Just notice. Notice where you're at. If you're joining late, just find a nice seated posture. And then we're slowly going to start to come together. And I'm going to start to count you guys through a series of breaths. 4 in, 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out. So go ahead and start to empty everything out of your lungs. And that might be through some exasperated exhale to completely cleanse it out. And then start to inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out for 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sit up nice and tall and out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Final round together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and out for 4, 3. Hug the navel in. 2, 1. Hold it all the way out. And then breathe in slowly. Maybe you continue that 4 count breath, starting to build some internal heat, as well as being aware of what's happening externally. And taking just this next moment, sit in the stillness around you, or maybe you start to take notice of the sounds around you, wherever you are. And then take notice of the temperature of the room. Maybe it's a little bit cold, maybe it's warm. Maybe you hear cars passing on the street. Just take notice of it. No, that's not part of today's practice. And that they soon might disappear, de-evolve away. And then maybe turn the sound inwards. Listen to the sound of the breath. Inhale in. Exhale out. Good. One more time. Inhale in. And exhale out. And then just coming to a nice, strong, long, stable spine. Maybe act like you're pushing the rib cages or the backs of your rib cages back just a little bit further so that you can hug the navel in. Activating through the core here. Maybe roll the shoulders up towards the ears and back behind. Pinching the shoulder blades just slightly. Maybe draw the triceps further back, cause a lot of tension into the arms. It could be like you're squeezing everything from skin to muscle and muscle to bone, cause a lot of tension in the body, and then exhale side out. But don't lose the spine, don't roll down. Start to sit up nice and tall. Using the back muscles and the core to keep that lifted. One more deep inhale in. Deep exhale out, and then slowly starting to make some circles with the ears. So drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. And then continue to let the chin come down, pass through the center of the chest. Pinching the shoulder blades back. And then left ear to left shoulder. And then maybe you take the gaze up, clenching the jaw, feeling the jaw muscles there, and exhale. And I do apologize if you do hear my snap, crackles, and pops in my neck. The microphone is kind of close. So I'm going to back off just a little bit. But maybe you start to pause on towards the right ear or the left ear, just for a couple of seconds, wherever you are. Maybe it's just taking it from ear to shoulder, and then reversing it, going from left to right, letting it bounce back and forth like a little ping pong ball. And then slowly starts to come back through center, nice seated position. And just starts to take the rib cages and push them side to side. So right towards the right, left towards the left. Finding some slow rocking side to side movement. And your side to side movement might build into some spinal extension. So you want to dip it over towards the right, lift up through the left hand, and then exchange it out. Maybe you start to grow your movement, grow your practice. Maybe it's slow and steady today. Maybe it's really internal. Examining everything that's happening. Why did you lift your left hand? Why did you drop your right hand? Two more rounds of whatever movement you're taking, of whatever you're doing before you come back through that nice seated spine. Lifting up nice and tall, and then we're going to extend the left leg out in front of us. So making a little figure 4 here. So that right foot's going to come on the inside of the left thigh. Left leg is nice and straight out. And then I want you to really start to center your weight into that right hip bone. And can you feel that right knee pushing down towards the mat? What you'll feel is that right thigh starting to pull forward. Flex through the left toes and sit up nice and tall into a straight spine. You can place your hands on your hips. Pinch the shoulder blades back. Good, and then can you continue to flex the left toes back towards your face? Good, lift up through your chin and your chest, and then exhale, fold just a little bit, maybe a quarter of the way. Keep that tension drawing down into the right knee. Inhale, come back through your stable spine. Exhale, fold halfway. Inhale. Exhale, fold halfway, and maybe you start to release the tension in the right leg, continuing to keep it in the left, and fold over that left thigh. And then inhale, walk the hands up nice and long, and we're going to slowly bring that right leg in the midline of the body, extend it out, and just replace it with the left foot. So left foot on the inside of the right thigh, same activation here. Sit up nice and tall. Use your active mobility or your own body strength to push that left knee down. So to feel that thigh roll forward, either hands towards the hips, hands can float. Exhale, fold a little bit. Inhale and lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale and lift. One more time, exhale and fold. Pause here, and then maybe you continue to have the fold happen. Continue to use the right foot engagement. Flex the toes. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then inhale, slowly rolling back up nice and long. Good, and then crossing the legs so that we can slowly start to come onto all fours. So we're taking it right into tabletop. Not spending much time in tabletop. Today's a lot about the standing balance in the foot. So I want you to tuck your toes. Can you push your heels back? Act like your toes are pulling close towards your knees and then push your heels back. So there's a lot of tension, a lot of flexation happening into the feet. And then slowly tuck your tailbone. Find that nice strong core and a flat back. You can take one hand, place it on your tailbone. Do you feel it lifting and an arch in the back? And then can you remove that arch? Take that hand back down. Beautiful. And then we're slowly going to lift the hips up and back, making our way into downward facing dog. So you can slowly just lift them up, press the chest towards the thighs. Maybe the knees are really far back because today this is your first practice. Maybe it's your 50th. But take it easy in the beginning practice on these legs. Spread through the fingertips. Really start to hone in on what's happening into the palm of the hands. Can you use the weight in the palm of your hands to push your tailbone up just a little bit higher, as if it's going to meet the spot where the wall and the ceiling come together. Good. And then examine the feet. Can you roll through the outsides of the feet and then roll through the insides of the feet? Maybe the legs are straight and the heels are down. But don't put too much weight onto the hamstrings and the calf muscles just yet. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, can you slowly start to shift your weight forward? Find a nice high plank. Good. Again, can you take the tuck out of your tailbone? So don't lift the tailbone up. Slowly pull it in, use the core, and then exhale, lift the hips up, back, and away, down dog. Inhale, shift it forward, high plank. Exhale, down dog. One more time. Inhale into your high plank. Scoop the tailbone underneath you. Pause here. Good. Can you push the heels back? So don't pike onto the tiptoes. Push the heels back. And then last time, exhale, lift up. Down dog. So an option here is you can grandfather clock the hips side to side. Take notice on what happens through the side body here. Maybe as you dip towards the left, you feel an elongation in the right. And as you dip towards the right, you feel an elongation through the left. And then slowly start to come back down through down dog. So anytime we're in down dog, if that doesn't call for you in today's practice, please feel free to drop the knees, sink the hips back. You can always find child's pose. Maybe your child's pose today is keeping the toes tucked so that we can start to stretch out to the soles of the feet. If you're in child's pose, take one more breath, and if you're in down dog, just find some stillness. And on your next exhale, child's pose, meet us in down dog as we start to take our gaze forward into our forward fold. So walking or tiptoeing the feet up nice and long. Good. So from here, I want you to, again, feel this shift in the feet. Maybe take the hips side to side here. Notice how you counter the weight through your feet and through your toes. Again, maybe the knees are bent and you're assisting your practice. And then inhale, slowly slide the hands up through the shins. Come into a nice flat back. So really start to lift up through the chest, and the shoulders and hips don't have to be aligned with each other here. You can lift up a little bit higher, but peel your toes up off the mat. So that might mean bending the knees. Can you feel the balls of your feet really pushing into the mat? And rather than coming only onto the big ball, can you spread through all the balls of your feet? Exhale, forward fold, toes go down. Inhale, halfway lift. Good, lift the toes up and then spread through all the balls of the feet. Beautiful. Exhale, fold, and then slowly roll the spine up nice and long. Maybe sit the hips down just a little bit, almost like you're in chair pose. Coming to standing, good. Roll the shoulders up, back, and away. Inhale, lift the toes up off the mat. Pause here. Can you feel that the feet don't want to come inwards towards each other? Can you slowly start to let them open out? Spread through all the balls of the feet. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Good. And then slowly start to fold all the way forward. Beautiful. Inhale, lift it up halfway. This time we're exhaling and we're stepping the feet all the way back into a high plank and then lifting the hips up and back for a down dog. Good. Again, maybe you start to grandfather clock the hips. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Maybe it's pedaling the feet, finding some movement, finding some motions. And then we're slowly going to take it back into our forward fold so that we can start to step that right foot back. Coming into a low lunge, so the right knee comes down. Good. Untuck the right foot, and then find that the knee and the ankle are right over each other. Good. Spread through all sides of the feet. Maybe use your thumbs to press down on the outside ball of your foot and the inside ball of your foot, just through the tops of the feet. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. And then slowly come to rise into your low lunge. I want you to take your hands towards your hips. Peel your left toes up off the mat. Good. Can you push the outside of that ball of the foot down so that left knee might drape out a little bit, and that's okay. And then inhale, drop the toes, slowly straightening through that left leg. And again, flex the foot, pull the toes up. So now we're bringing it into the hamstring. You can continue to pull those left toes up. Exhale, bend into it. So if you felt unstable in that and that right knee was too close, walk your left foot a couple centimeters or a couple inches forward, depending on how much you would like today. Hands on the hips again. Exhale, straighten through the legs, peel the toes back towards you. Good, one more time. Bend into it. And nice, long, straighten it out. Beautiful. This time as we exhale, slowly start to take that left foot down. Bend into the knee. And when you take that right foot, can you hinge it out open towards the left side of your mat? And then slowly take the left forearm towards the left thigh. Twist the body out and open and reach the arm back. So almost like you're in a warrior two. Or an extended side angle if you'd like to reach that arm up and extend through the body. You can continue to take the gaze here. Good. Can you lift the left toes up and then exhale, place them down? Beautiful. Start to sweep the body out and open. Good. Frame the foot and then untwist the right leg. Untuck the right leg and then step the right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift it up halfway, peel your toes up, and then exhale, fold. Toes go down, left foot steps back. So maybe you start to step that left foot back a little bit further because we felt it on one side, so now we can notice the difference on the other. And then the hands come up. Good. Peel the toes up and then push the outside of your right ball of your foot down. So it almost feels like the inside arch is lifting. So slowly come down, and then we're going to straighten through that right leg. Peel your toes up. Push through the heel. Exhale, drop the toes, bend into the knee. Beautiful. Inhale to lift. Exhale to bend. One more time. Inhale, lift, pause. Keep the toes there. Nice long breath here. And then exhale, drop through the toes. Good. Take your right forearm towards your right thigh, and can you canter, that left leg. Almost like you're in warrior two. Left arm goes back, take the gaze towards your thumb, or extended side angle here. Maybe reach that left arm open. Feel that nice side body stretch. Take a nice long breath in. Deep breath out. Beautiful. Slowly start to sweep the body forward. And then exhale, frame the right foot. Bring the left leg back through center. Exhale, lift the left kneecap up, and we're sliding the right foot back, high plank. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Just find a high plank. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. And now here, if a vinyasa is in your practice and your body's calling for it, please take it. To conserve my energy, I'm going to stay into down dog. Take a nice long breath in. And a long breath out. And then vinyasas slowly start to meet into down dog, wherever we are. A little fun here. So slowly start to step that right foot forward in between your hands. Good. And what I want you to do is take your left foot and cross your right ankle. So step your left foot behind your right, crossing the legs. Can you peel the toes up? Feel the balls of your feet here. Good. And if you feel that right hip really starting to sink forward, can you push that right hip back? And then inhale, lift through the chin and the chest. Half lift. Exhale, fold, toes drop down, and then inhale, slowly come to rise. So standing with the legs crossed. Good. Roll the shoulders up, back, and away. And then rather than sinking forward, can you tuck your tailbone underneath you? Nice, long, stable spine here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. So legs are crossed. Beautiful. Ground the hands down and then slowly step the left foot back. Good. Take a bend into the right knee. This time we're coming into a high lunge. Hands walk up. Beautiful. So take a second, pause here. Maybe roll through all sides of the feet. Feel what's going on. Maybe you push that right leg out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And the same thing we did in the beginning. I want you to straighten your right leg. Push that right heel back. And then can you peel your right toes up? So playing with our little bit of balance here. Maybe the arms go out to a T to help. And then exhale, bend the right knee. Inhale to straighten, lift the toes. Exhale, bend. One more time. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, bend. Beautiful. Slowly start to fold the hands down, frame that right foot, and then step the right foot back. Find a high plank, and then exhale to down dog. So take notice of what happened into that right leg. Does it feel a little tight? Maybe it feels a little bit more loose. And then notice the left leg. Again, if a vinyasa is in your practice, please feel free to take it. Nice long breath in and a long breath out. Vinyasa slowly start to meet into down dog as we move on to the left side. Good. So from your down dog, slowly start to step that left foot forward. And then again, you're stepping the right foot behind it. Cross the ankles. Take a forward fold here. Lift the toes up off the mat. Can you feel that you're pressing forward with the hips? And inhale, lift it up halfway. Keep the toes lifted. Big breath here. Big breath out. Exhale and fold. Inhale to rise. Good. Slowly coming to standing. Roll the shoulders up, back, and away. Pause. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Sweep the arms up overhead. And then exhale, fold. Good. So this time, step the right foot back, starting to find our high lunge. So again, we're taking that up. Hands towards the hips. Beautiful. Push back through the right heel. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Lift the toes up off the mat. Can you continue to push that right heel down? Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Maybe the arms are out to T. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Beautiful. Slowly fold the hands down. Take the left foot, slide it back. High plank. Pause. Push back through the heels. Exhale, down dog. Good. This time, instead of taking vinyasa, gaze towards the top of your mat. Hop, step, or float. Maybe pike through the hips and tiptoe. Forward fold. Inhale, lift it up halfway. Exhale, fold. So I want you to place your big toes and your heels together. Sink the hips down. Good. And then inhale, sweep up, chair pose. Squeeze the thighs together. Take a deep breath in. Inhale, come to standing. Exhale, lower the hips. Tuck the tailbone. Good. Inhale to standing. Last time, exhale, lower. And then total forward fold. Beautiful. So this time, slowly start to step that right foot back. Find your high lunge. I know we just came from that side. We're going to go right foot back. Arms sweep up overhead nice and long. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Beautiful. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Slowly spiral onto the right heel. Open the arms out, warrior two. So it doesn't matter if the arms are up right now, we're focusing on the legs. So if you want to take the hands towards the hips, roll the shoulders up, back, and away. I want you to feel yourself pushing out through the outside of your left foot or your top foot. Take a deep breath in. Can you feel that pinky toe digging into the mat? Inhale, lift through the toes, and then straighten the left leg. Good. Maybe you start to peel the whole foot up so that the heel is digging into the mat. Exhale, bend into the knee, drop the foot. Good. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Pause here, warrior two, nice and long. Beautiful. So this is where we're going to start to take our first standing balance. So we're going to take your forearm towards your thigh, reach the right arm open, extended side angle, slowly push to the outside of the right foot. Inhale, warrior two. And then exhale, slowly start to reach that left arm forward. Can you take it past your left foot? Reach the arm up nice and long. Beautiful. Inhale. And then this time, cartwheel the hands down towards the mat. Spin the right heel up. And then we're slowly going to lift that right heel up, coming into a nice standing split. So shift your weight forward. Lift through the heel, almost like you're Richard Simmonsing here, yeah? We're pulling up through that heel. And then walk the hands out underneath your shoulders. Nice long flat back, like a halfway lift. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. From here, can you slowly start to bring the hands towards the hips? And then maybe peel the chest off a little bit more. Warrior three. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Slowly start to glide that right foot back, high lunge. Arms sweep up overhead. Beautiful. Exhale, forward fold. Awesome. Start to slide that left foot back. Find your high plank. Pause here. And then exhale, down dog. Again, yogi's choice. Maybe take a child's pose here. Toes tucked. Maybe take a vinyasa. And if you're needing a little bit more into the arms, through your vinyasa, can you take a couple side planks? Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Nice long breath in. Child's pose, slowly exhale into down dog. Down dog, stay there in vinyasas. Meet us into down dog. Good, gaze towards the top of the mat. Maybe pike through the hips, hop, step, or float forward. How do you want to get to the top of your mat? Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise, come to standing. Beautiful. Arms sweep up overhead, big toes touch, heels touch. Exhale, sink it down, chair pose. Inhale to rise. Exhale, chair pose. Good. Inhale to rise. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. So this time we're stepping the left foot all the way back onto the mat. We're coming up through that high runner's lunge. Nice long lift through the body. And then exhale, spiraling open for warrior two. So again, the arms can come out towards the sides, or I'm going to take them back down towards the hips. So inhale, slowly straight through that right leg. Can you peel the foot up? Leave the heel there. Exhale, bend. Good. Inhale and lift. Exhale and bend. One more time. Inhale and lift. Exhale and bend. And then slowly take that right forearm towards the thigh. Our left arm reaches up. Good. Twisting out and open through the body. Really start to push out through that left back of your foot. Inhale into warrior two. Beautiful. And then can you start to reach that right arm forward? Maybe take it right down towards your toes. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, warrior two. And then spiral through the body. Good. Exhale, slowly start to fold down over that right foot. And then again, with that Richard Simmons lift into the left heel, can you lift the left heel up? Come into a little standing split. Deep breath in. And then walk the hands out underneath the shoulders. Nice, long, flat back. Find that halfway lift. Continue to engage that left leg. And then hands on the hips, warrior three. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Slowly start to lower that left foot back on the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Ground the hands down. Slide the right foot back, high plank. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Down dog. So again, take some rest. Child's pose. Maybe some side plank vinyasas or hang out in down dog. Nice long breath in. A long breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Slowly start to make your way into down dog. Good. Gaze towards the top of the mat, either piking through the hips, really starting to tiptoe forward, pushing the mat away. Forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Sink the hips down and back, chair pose. Utkatasana. Sweep the arms up overhead. Pause. Squeeze the thighs together. Feel yourself rolling through all outsides of the feet. And then slowly start to push the body up. Mountain pose. Come to standing. Roll the shoulders up, back, and away. Tuck the tailbone underneath you. Maybe use that hand. Do you feel that the front of your hip points are pulling up towards the rib cage? Deep breath in. Deep breath out. So again, we're going to start with that right leg. So spread through the left foot. I almost said fingertips. Bring the right knee in towards the chest. Good. So you can use the hands, create a little basket by interlacing the fingertips, place them underneath your hamstrings or right back behind the back of the knee. Right. But can you use your body to keep pulling up, or your hip flexors? Keep pulling that leg up. Beautiful. And if you're holding on, go ahead and try and release it as we slowly start to take the right heel to the right glute so that the knee points forward. And then can you exhale, push that foot back. Find warrior 3. Folding over the body. Pause here. Inhale, pull the knee in towards the chest. We're still folded. And then inhale, lift the chest up. Beautiful. Take that one more time. Heel to glute, knee points forward, and then knees connect. Push the foot back. Right foot goes back. Pause in this final warrior 3. That might be prayer hands. That might be reaching the arms out in front of you. Might be keeping the hands on the hips. And then slowly lower the back of the right foot down. Inhale, high runner's lunge. Arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, warrior 2. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Inhale, straighten through that left leg. Lift the toes up. Exhale, bend. Cartwheel the hands down. Good. Slide the left foot back. Find your high plank. Yogi's choice. Find your flow. Meet us in down dog. Or again, take that vinyasa with some side planks. It's intense on the legs today. Not so much in the upper body. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Gaze forward. Pike through the hips. Tiptoe, hop, step, float. Handstand. It's up to you. Sink the hips down and back. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Sweep the arms up overhead. Deep breath in. Exhale, push it up. Good. Hands drop down. So maybe you roll out that left ankle. Maybe you're rolling out the right ankle. You're finding your nice, strong mountain pose. Tucking the tailbone underneath you. Really rooting down through the feet, through all sides of the feet. And then draw the knee up. Left knee, excuse me. Maybe you cradle it, interlacing the fingertips, rolling the shoulders out, back, and away. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then slowly start to release that. And take the hands towards the hips. Pause here. Can you actively lift that knee up? And then take the left heel to the left glute. Knees come in alignment with each other. Exhale. Warrior 3. Okay. Hug the knee towards the chest. Left knee to the chest. Stay folded. Inhale to rise. Beautiful. Take that one more time. Heel to glute. Knee to knee. Extend the leg and fold. Warrior 3, again, maybe it's hands to heart center. Really grounding down through that right side of the foot. Flex through your left foot and then slowly let that left foot come down. Sweep the arms up overhead. Deep breath in. Exhale, warrior 2. Good. Inhale, straight through the right leg. Peel the toes up. Exhale, bend. Cartwheel the hands down. Good. Slide the right foot back, high plank. This time we're all taking a really slow vinyasa together. So slowly lower all the way down to the mat for, let's do 5 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tops of the feet come down. Inhale, lift through the chin and the chest. Pause here in your baby cobra. And then can you lift the feet up off the mat? Ground down through the hands, pull the shoulders up, back and away. Good. Exhale. Feet come down. Let the chest come down. And now reverse your plank. So tuck your toes, lift it up. And then exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Settle into your down dog. Taking 2 more breaths where you are. Maybe child's pose. Take some rest. It is up to you. And then slowly, so let's glide the right heel up nice and long. Hug the knee in towards the chest. Step it in between the hands. Beautiful. Can you walk the hands a little further out? Warrior 3. Lift through the back left heel. Peel the chest up nice and long. Good. Take the hands to heart center towards the hip, but this time, hug the left knee in towards the chest. Come to standing. Beautiful. Our last standing posture. I'm going to step back on my mat. I'm going to continue to let that left knee be in line with my left hip. And then can you push the heel forward, straight through that left leg? Awesome. Use this to travel back through Warrior 3. So slide that heel back. Don't let it touch the mat. Hover it. Fold over the leg. Warrior 3. High lunge. Step the left foot down, sweep the arms up overhead. Beautiful. Slowly take the hands down towards the mat. Good. Right foot goes back. Lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Untuck the toes. Lift the chin in the chest. And then lift the thighs up off the mat. Exhale, lower. Reverse the plank. Down dog. Beautiful. Moving forward with the left leg. Inhale, lift it up nice and long. Exhale, high runner's lunge. Good. Sweep the arms up overhead. Beautiful. And then exhale, start to fold it back down. Can you find your Warrior 3? Lift through the chin and the chest. And then exhale, knee to chest, come to standing. So again, final standing posture as we extend the right leg out in front of us. Can you use that? Hinge that leg back behind you. Let it hover, let it hover, let it hover. And then Warrior 3, pause. Deep breath in. Deep breath out as you step that right foot back. Good. Arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, Warrior 2. Inhale, lengthen and straighten. Exhale, fold it down slowly. Beautiful. Slide the left foot back, lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift the chin in the chest and the thighs this time. Maybe taking full locust. Lift the hands up, engage through that lower back, engage through the quads. Exhale, lower. Good. And then push the hips back towards the heels. Knees and shins stay down. Welcome your body to child's pose. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Taking a couple minutes of rest in child's pose. As I change my posture, just so I don't breathe into the mic. Nice long breath in. A long breath out. And then you may start to choose to walk the hands over towards the right side of the mat. Fold over the right thigh. And maybe you crawl and inch that left arm forward. And then that right forearm stays down onto the mat. Using that right forearm, that right hand to push the left hip back. Notice the elongation in the side body here. And then slowly release it, come back through center. And exhale, start to walk it towards the left. Left forearm comes down, right arm reaches. Good. Use that left hand, push the right hip back. Notice the side body here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And inhale, slowly come back through center. And then walking the hands back towards the legs, towards the knees, coming to seated on the heels. And if this is too intense for your knees, please use your mat, roll it up. Place a block or a pillow underneath your heels and your bottom, in between the glutes and the heels. And we're just slowly going to interlace the fingertips behind the back, roll the shoulders up, back and away. Just get a little shoulder opener here. Lift through the chin and the chest. And if you want to continue to stretch through the quads, you can go ahead and lift the hips up, press the hips forward, and come into a little camel pose. Or this might be enough just using the shoulders, just lifting the chin and the chest, taking a moment to rest here. And then slowly roll the shoulders forward. Let the body roll, release the hands. Beautiful. Walking the hands out in front of you. Coming into a nice tabletop and continuing with our shoulder openings. Sweeping that left arm open nice and wide. Twist towards the left side of the room or wherever you're at. And then exhale, weave it underneath the right. Let the left shoulder come down. You may choose to extend that right arm out in front of you or above you. There's always the option to extend the right leg also. Maybe it's just through the toes or lift it up and find a little bit of a glute and transverse abdominis work here. And then slowly start to lower that down. Good. Draw the right hand towards the ear. Inhale. Sweep the body out and open. And then exhale. Left hand comes down. Changing it for the opposite side. So the right arm reaches up this time. Beautiful. Exhale. Right shoulder comes down. And again, maybe you lift the left. Maybe it's just the toes. Maybe it's inhaling all the way up. And then slowly pull the left hand back. Unwinding from this, reaching up nice and tall. And then exhale, take the hands down. And then slowly walk the knees towards one side of your mat so that you come onto your hip. Swinging the feet out in front of us. Coming to seated, find your tailbones. Pull your toes up so your feet aren't down. Toes are up, pulled. Nice flex through the shin and through the calves. And then maybe grab through the backs of the thighs and then lift the legs up. So try and get your shins to be almost like they're up against the ceiling. Okay. And then lift through the chin and the chest. Don't roll through the spine and sink back. Can you roll the shoulder blades up, back, and away? Lift through the chin and the chest here. Hold this. Maybe it's a full Navasana, reaching the hands, but keep the feet flexed. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Beautiful. And then what I want you to slowly do is take your peace fingers, your index and your middle finger, grab onto your big toes to the inside of your thigh. I'm going to extend one leg so you guys can see. But my elbow and my knee are basically touching each other, and that is because I am tall. But reach through these sides of your legs rather than the outsides. Hug the knees in. And then can you squeeze the elbows and the knees together? Lift through the chin and the chest. Maybe you slowly start to extend the feet out in front of you so that the heels come together. Beautiful. And then exhale. Start to bring the outsides of your feet down towards the mat. Knees straight out. Butterfly. So again, just like we did in the beginning of class where I asked you if you could actively feel that knee trying to push down, can you create that sensation here by pressing the pelvic bone close towards the heels? Your heels don't have to come in any further than they are comfortable. But anything that feels like you are causing a lot of work through the tops of the thighs and feeling them roll forward, take a deep breath in. Lift through the chin and the chest. Find a nice long spine. Continue to press that pelvic bone forward. Maybe Mula Bandha here. Feels really good, finding that nice earth lock. That nice root lock here. And then if you want to exhale and slowly fold forward, can you keep a nice long spine rather than rolling into it and releasing all that work you just put into the back muscles? But if you want to fold, it's always an option. Be comfortable here. Take your practice, but I'm going to pull my shoulders back. I'm going to keep that activation flexing through my whole back, squeezing that pelvic bone forward, really causing a lot of tension, a lot of rooting down here. And then inhale slowly, unwind, bring the knees together, hugging the knees in towards the chest, and then we are slowly rolling to our back. So from rolling onto your back, again, the same kind of notion. Can you pull the knees towards the rib cage without actually physically pulling them? Using your active mobility, and that might mean kicking the feet up towards the ceiling and acting like that ceiling's really heavy and you're trying to push it away, but it's causing a lot of tension. So find that in between of pushing into the ceiling and the ceiling pushing you, forwards and backwards. Eccentric tension. And then slowly again, take the peace fingers towards the right foot and you can extend that left leg all the way down. So it's on the long side of the mat. And then maybe start straightening through that right leg. Good. If you're here and that leg is straight, can you not lift the shoulder up, but can you push the shoulder down into the mat? Tuck the chin, elongate through here. And if it feels comfortable to let it open out towards the right side of your mat, please absolutely go for it. That's in your practice. If not, hold this. Flex through the heel. And then act like you're pushing your foot forward as if you're stepping on your gas pedal, right? Step into your gas pedal through the balls of your feet, but pull back through your foot, through your hands. A lot of tension there. And then exhale, hug the left knee in towards the chest. Release the right or slowly start to unwind from this if we extend it. And then take the left in towards the left, extend the right leg all the way down. Again, you can straighten through the leg, pull the shoulder back. Use the lats here, gas pedal it. Or then slowly start to open. What feels more comfortable for you? Couple more deep breaths here. I say gas pedal on the left, like that wouldn't be a clutch. And then slowly start to unwind. Hugging both knees. And this time you can curl up into a little ball. You can pull yourself together. Curling it up. Maybe it's that active mobility, really starting to squeeze everything through the midline of the body. And then take the feet down. Last pose, opening up for bridge pose. And if bridge pose isn't in your practice tonight, please feel free to omit it from your practice and you can slowly start to work into Shavasana or take any other pose that is in your practice. That could be anything. It could be a couple more side planks. Maybe you start to tuck your shoulders underneath you, lift through your chin and the chest. Heels come right in line with the tailbone. Maybe you use your index and your thumb finger to feel that space in between them and then slowly lift the hips up. Good. If you notice how the knees are rocking forward or that you started to slide forward because you lifted your hips, can you push your belly button towards the ceiling? And then from your belly button pushing towards the ceiling, can you lift the bottoms of your rib cages up a little bit higher and then continue to press the hips forward? Deep breath in. And then exhale, slowly start to release. Good, so if one more bridge pose feels comfortable for you, please absolutely take it. If you want one more glute activation, you can extend the right leg up. Exhale, lift the hips like you're in bridge pose. Lower that down, lower the right foot, take it on the left side. Lift it up nice and tall, fighting a little psoas and glute work here. Maybe it's a reclined butterfly, or if you've already started to work your way into Shavasana, start to take a deep breath in. Let it go. Wherever you are in your practice, nice long breath in, and a deep breath out. Good. And if you're in any other posture, slowly start to make your way back down. Extending the feet long on the mat. Hands can rest wherever they would like. Maybe you take one towards the chest, one towards the stomach. And in your Shavasana, you start to actively feel how the breath is supporting you. Maybe tuck the chin just slightly for today's Shavasana so you can pull the shoulders away from you. And then let the feet relax out. No more tension. Nothing left in the calves, in the knees, in the tops of the legs. Only you taking rest into your final posture. And as you know, I do play you in and out of today's practice. So as I get started onto the harmonium, know that this is your time for rest. And then with the next sound of my voice, we will slowly start to end our practice together. Enjoy your rest. Allow yourself a moment to take in what's around you. How does the room feel? Is it cooling on your skin? And then how does your skin feel? What's the temperature of your body like? Maybe again, you take notice of the sounds, what's happening around you, externally outside the room that you're in, outside your home. Maybe it's raining where you are, and you've noticed that. But did you only notice it until I told you to? Or was it always there? And then continue to find the breath, your natural breath. And then as you find your natural breath starting to grow and your awareness starting to grow, maybe you start to find the sensations in your body. What's tingling? Maybe you require nourishment, water, food. What is it? And as that awareness grows, so does your movement. Maybe that movement requires you or asks you to move to one side of your body, to roll to one side in that pose of new beginnings or the fetal position. And then slowly starting to come to a seated posture, just like we did in the beginning of class. It's kind of a funny thing when you think about how we come to a yoga studio, we roll out our mat, we see all our friends, and we see this yoga community. And now I'm sitting here in an open, empty yoga studio by myself. But the greatest thing is each one of you laid out your mat, you came to class, you did the practice, and that's community. Doesn't matter how far away we are, what we're separated by, we're still all there, still there to each other, to support each other, to uplift, to check in. So I hope today's practice allowed you to really start to disconnect from the external, drop into the internal, and be with your community. As always, I leave you with my personal mantra. Mantra means I am, and it's so hum. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for being here. And so hum. Take a moment, just sit in the silence, sit in the noise. So hum. Thank you.